Ty just told us that you changed that game defensively. We know you take a lot of pride in your defense, but did you feel like you found something tonight on that end that you were able to kind of just be disruptive?
I mean, we got a really good defensive team, and then with JVG coaching, I think everybody just buys in, and it's going to be anybody night defensively. It's just the effort we've been putting in since training camp, and we try to implement it once we get into real games.
Ty also said that the bench was really fired up for you, seeing you do your thing out there. What's the camaraderie been like with this group? I know it's just been 3 games, but what's that been like so far?
Really good. I mean, that's mandatory. We need everybody, who's playing to not playing, because you never know, it's going to be somebody else's night, and you got to make sure that you apply others, because when it's your turn, you want the same reaction. And tonight was definitely a good team win.
What is allowing you to, just be in the passing lane all the time? You're deflecting. I don't even know what your actual deflections are, but in the test, obviously, you're blowing up 18-0s. You're being disruptive. Like, what allowed you to do that against a variety of teams right now?
I mean, I've been doing it for a long time, but my job becomes easier when, you have other, really good defenders on the team and everyone buying in. So when everyone do that, it makes my job easier.
Talk about the in-game pressure when you guys had big double-digit lead and they got it down single digits. What was the pressure like for you guys to respond correctly?
We got to understand there's no pressure. I mean, at the end of the day, it's basketball. Basketball is a game of runs. They're going to make their push eventually. We got to be able to withstand it. If we're down, we're going to make our push, and they're going to try to withstand it. So you just got to be able to stay sane, execute on both sides, and whoever is more greedier that night has more energy usually come out with the win.
Do you feel that the performance from last night carried over to this night, even though it was a back-to-back?
I mean, we got a bunch of people, man. I could say Norm, because that's the easy way out. I could say Uno. He's one of our leaders. Zoo been phenomenal. DJ. I could go down. I mean, I could go on and on. Mir, he was really good tonight. I think Scoop did a tremendous job tonight. He's starting to get his rhythm in, get his flow back. We got to understand he was just trying to work his way back. So yeah.
Well, talk about the chemistry and flow and growth for you guys. You guys are definitely growing since the beginning of this season. How do you feel that you guys have increased?
Slowly but surely. We got a lot more work to do. Credit Uno. It started in training camp. Well, it started at the mini camp. When he had all the guys come out into Arizona. We started there, and then it translated to training camp. Everyone bought in. Everybody was engaged. Everybody went out each and every day, took it seriously, and understand the position that we are in. And then it translated to the real games. And we're only 3 games in, so we just got to keep going.
What would you say to the fans with this win?
Can't wait to see you guys into it. I want to see the wall again. That's it. I want to see the wall. Appreciate you guys always supporting. Love you guys. We coming back to the West Coast, baby. You know what I mean? Appreciate you.
So a good teammate. I'm happy with the team win. What's been like progressing game after game? Like, what are you most proud of from that standpoint?
I mean, it's only 3 games, but I'm trying to bring consistency. I'm trying to keep it up as long as I can. I'm trying to bring the same stuff every night to the teammates, so they can count on me. They can count on me on defensive end, on the offensive end. They can count on me to rebound, protect the rim, score in the post, finish around the rim. So I'm trying my best to bring the consistency.
I've asked you about Becky. I know he had so much influence on the kind of player that you are, the kind of person that you are, coaching me, even though he's with this organization in Golden State, or he was. Decky. Decky.
Oh, Decky, yeah, for sure.
How much do you think about him?
A lot, especially, when we come play over here against the Warriors. Not seeing him behind the bench, it's tough. He was an amazing dude. Every time we would come into the city, I would go to his apartment. His wife would make us a dinner. We would play cards or do something. he was a really special guy, and he learned a lot from him in Mega, and even throughout my years in the league, he kept giving me advices. He pushed me a lot to trust in my left hook shot. He always wanted me to, most of the teams take away my right hook, and he always like just trust in it. You got a good touch, you got a good left hand. He wanted me to see that more, and really miss him.
What's the career high in assists?
7.
What the hell?
7.
What's changed for you over the years with now you find yourself also being a guy who can pass the ball? What's this?
It's just, when you got a guy like James on the team, teams are going to blitz him a lot, and I'm the guy who's going to get that pass in the pocket and play 4 and 3. So it's really easy, making a read from that, seeing where they help from. Someone's going to be open, or I'm going to have a shot. So it's really about every year we drill on playing 4 and 3 after a blitz, and all those drills, and just read the game. Someone's going to be open.
You've looked ready for this moment for a long time, just the opportunity that you had this year. How fun has it been having an opportunity to be at the to start the year?
It's fun, man. It's fun being out there for a lot of minutes. It's fun, when they run plays for you. It's fun. It's just fun competing, man. Competing and going against the teams. Giving your best with your guys, having their back, them having your back. Just competing for being out there 35 minutes, whatever. It's fun, and especially when the team goes through you a little bit, which I get a lot with my national team. I always have fun with my national team. I always have a good time playing there. So having that atmosphere here, and it's a lot of fun.
Is it less fun having to talk to us every game though, because you're playing so well?
I'll have to get out a little sooner now, but no, it's all good. I like you guys.
Talking to us, man?
I like you guys. I just said I like you guys.
I want to hear. Say it again. I like you.
I like you.
Ask about Zoo every single day now, but when he keeps playing like this, we gotta keep talking about him.
You're gonna keep asking the same question, so I don't even. It's gonna keep happening.
So you're saying that he's gonna keep playing like this?
Yeah, man. Like he does so much for us on both ends of the floor. You know what I mean? So I think the conversation is, as far as, and it's early, but he does a lot, and he's gonna continue to be aggressive, continue to do more for us. I told him today, like, his goal is to be defensive player of the year. You know what I mean? Like, defensively, I think our group has a chance to be top 5 defense, and he has a chance to be defensive player of the year. So that's the goal for him individually. But offensively, he's helped us, and it's my job and the rest of our guys' job is to make his job easier offensively. So just like he has our back defensively. So we're gonna keep talking about Big Zoo.
I'll ask you a slightly different question because he has 6 assists tonight. How have you seen?
That's a career high.
No,
it's not. Yeah, it's not a career high, but how have you seen his decision making evolve in the short roll?
Patience. He's been patient, man. Just even the one where I hit him in the pocket and he faked it weak side and nobody came and he dunked the ball. Like, he just worked, constantly, behind the scenes, and the work is translating to the end game. So, as a unit, we got to continue to do a really good job of staying locked in. But, he's a main focus of this team.
You guys forced them into 20 turnovers tonight. At least that's the last count I saw. What did you guys do differently, maybe to get them off the rhythm? And
Differently for who?
just differently as far as getting the Warriors off their
I don't
game.
know. I mean, we do what we do every single night, no matter who we playing against. So that's our backbone, is defense. And, we gotta do a better job of capitalizing. But as far as what we did, we was disruptive and playing Clippers basketball.
So it's 3 straight games where y'all have dominated the paint. I think other teams are getting more threes, but the fact
By the way,
that
we got to shoot more threes.
y'all can shoot more threes, but how are y'all having so much success on both ends of the floor? Just make sure y'all blow teams out basically in the paint.
That's priority, get to the paint, and when you get into the paint, something good is gonna happen to your offense. So I think that's a huge part of my job is getting into the paint and creating a domino effect. But for all of us, is getting into the paint and then generate a really good shot. And once the shot goes up, if we got a chance to offensive rebound, then we do it. But if not, we get back in transition, set up our half-court defense, and do it again for a full-quarter game, and we'll live with the results. But you know, we go double digits, they go on a run, which we expect. It's a game of runs. We're on the road. Keep our composure and close the game.
James, you guys have won 2 of your 3 games, post games. What does it say about this team being able to win these games like this?
There's gonna be a lot of those this year. You know, we don't want them to be. We want to blow teams out, but you know, this is the NBA. It's the best sport in the world. You know, so it's a lot of talent in this league, and you know, just finding ways when it's fourth quarter and it's under 2 minutes or wherever the case may be, we find ways to continue to execute, get up a good shot, and then set our defense up. So the more times we can do that, the better we'll give ourselves a chance of winning games.
You guys finish opening night a little bit better. You guys are probably 3-0.
Yeah, we'll be 3-0.
Yeah. Do you feel like you guys are surprising people?
I don't know. Who cares? We focus on what we got going on in this locker room, and our organization. Like, that's not our job to be worried about other people and trying to surprise other people. Our job is to go out there, play hard for each other, play well, and try to win games with each other. You guys are, talk about it later.
James,
on a personal note, language you've used over the years a ton is that you want to play basketball at the highest level and compete every night.
Yep.
So to have done that 3 times in 3 opportunities, how does it feel to you?
It feels really good, It feels like in my comfort zone, and so, obviously the Suns game at home is one that we can't take back, that we feel like we should have won. But other than that, I think, my natural, leadership and playmaking role, and scoring role, and everything else is where I feel the most comfortable. And, so I just got to continue to lead this team and do the things necessary. Sometimes it's going to be scoring 30 or 40. Sometimes it's going to be getting 15, 16 assists. So whatever the defense gives me that night, then that's what I'm going to do. And the ultimate goal is to win the game. So I'm just happy and excited about the guys that we have in this locker room. And like T-Lou said after the game, we stick with it. It's going to be somebody's night every single night. And I think the guys in this locker room are genuinely happy for each other, and that carries a long way. That's like, that gets you maybe 5 or 6, 7 more wins a year that you don't really get. So, obviously it's 3 games in, but I like the way we're going.
After the Hawaii game, you and Steph just kind of reflected on Instagram of this being year 16 and all the battles that you guys have had. Just what comes to mind when you think back on the 09 class and all the battles that you and Steph have had?
It happened fast, but I think just the prime of that Rockets situation going up against that dynasty was just real. It was something to really look back on, and I haven't sat back and really thought about it just because of I'm still trying to accomplish things, but I have to really go up against a real dynasty. You know what I mean? And just it's special. And I'm overly excited and proud of what he's accomplished in his career. And it's just gonna be one of those stories we can talk about when we get older and retire.